What is the one trait amongst the highly successful run boards that's a common trait that you see amongst all of those?
I hate to sound so basic, but I think it's just communication. Who, how do you structure your meetings?
Yeah.
And it's not just communication, but I think it's also really, I don't want to say forcing, but you have to have a board that actually reads your materials. And
Yeah.
I think it is usually a
Mm.
self-fulfilling prophecy of if the materials are bad, people won't read them. And so you end up in this kind of cycle of no one read it. So then we have to do an update during the call and then it's not productive and we don't do a strategy session and it's this like nasty self-fulfilling prophecy. And I
Sure.
think the best founders produce high quality materials. They get them out early. They make sure people read them. They want you to ask them questions and then they run a really tight meeting where they're very clear on, hey, this is why we're here. I'm not just going to stand here and update you for 2 hours. This is what I need from you guys, and really encourage that pushback. And I
Yeah.
think there's this frustrating habit of a lot of VCs is that they don't read the materials or they don't put in the work. And I remember getting advice that probably was from Greg actually early in my career. You just got to show up, you got to do the work. And if you do that, you're
Yeah.
already doing better than so many of your peers. And I remember laughing and being like, it cannot be that easy. There's no world where it's that easy. But it's true. If you put in the work, you read and you make thoughtful comments and you ask good questions and you support them, like you're already doing better than so many. And that's what I tell our associates. It's what I
Yeah.
tell peers and mentees. And it is wild to me how many boards are dysfunctional purely because people don't prepare. And
Mm.
I think we're doing our founders such a disservice when people do that because they're taking time that they could be talking to customers or hiring or doing anything else to
Yeah.
update us on their business. And yeah, we're shareholders, but at the end of the day, our job is to be helpful and
Yeah.
propel the business forward. And so I always feel a heavy responsibility to try to make sure those meetings are as productive as possible.